Hello everyone. I hope you can see me and we are live on Twitch and in YouTube. I need some more seconds to check everything and hopefully we are, I think this time 1 minute delay Hello everyone. Is there. Yes, I think we are Hello live everyone. On Twitch. Hello to my Twitch viewers and hello to my YouTube viewers as well. It's always my pleasure to work and to stream for you. Please like and subscribe and follow to my Twitch and my YouTube channels. I very much appreciate. And yes, in less than 10 minutes, we are going to start another qualifier for Eastern Europe countries. So this one is the second and last qualifier for Esports Nations Cup. So classical chess, standard chess, 9 rounds, 10 players at the moment we are having registered. So tournament will be starting in less than 10 minutes. And you can see already many high-rated, well-known GMs, players. I think this qualifier is most likely going to be much stronger, or at least not weaker than the previous one. Yes, we can see Sean Sargisian is playing. We can see Roman 1999. I think Benjamin Gledura, we can see Max Taruk, Case, though you don't spell Case in this way, but Martin Gravtsev, and then we see Slavonac 1988, Ante Brkic. We can also see Jan Schubel from Slovenia, and then Nodarius BIG, Cantons, Toms, Roman Galaxy. Who is Roman Galaxy? Roman Devtsiarov. I think he's the yes, he's the current European champion. And then we see Taron Shahbazian, we see Sicilian Maestro 789, and then we see Dandaleo. Yes, hello, hello, my wife. I wish you very pleasant evening because I took your laptop and I took the entire room, and I hope you don't mind very much. Yes, again we are having very strong tournament. So the main question is, yes, Woodland Magic is also playing. Yes, it is. Let's say 20 strong players or 10 strong players. And away tournament is going to be very, very strong. I think first we are playing three rounds, and then we have break, and then another three games, and then another break, and then final. So let's say each one round usually goes 20 minutes, so 20, 40, and then 60. After 60 minutes, we are going to have break. We are going to have break, 6 minutes, and then another. Yes, 3 hours, and yes, 3 hours and little bit more, little bit longer. Let me join. 18 players. It's 20 players. Two players are here, and yes, we can see Edgar Hayrapetyan is here, Arsen Davtyan is here, Sicilian Maestro. Last time I remember, I lost. Last time I remember, I lost against Denis. 24. Yes, 24. Maybe, before start of the tournament, we will reach um, number 30. Yes, but here we see Valery Kazakovsky, if I'm not mistaken. He's having rating of only 2260, but very strong GM. And yes, I mean, Ohanian also joined. Yes, many players from my country and Gareth Bale as well. As Gareth Bale, Emin Ohanian. Yes, first of all, this is good practice for me. I think nowadays we are having titled Tuesday and 5 plus 0. We are also having titled Thursday 3 plus 0 or Freestyle Friday 3 plus 2. So this is rapid. The very first qualifier, I scored only 5 out of 9. And yes, we are having 30 players. Maybe it feels and seems very a little number of participants, but anyway, yes, it isn't going to be simple. And I'm playing against current European champion. Hmm. Yes, and what's the move here? I have some, yes, e6. Okay, c4. What can I do? Yes, c4 is there. I have 95. Yes, I think 95 is very much possible. Hmm. Yes, bishop d6 is possible move to play. I have also some queen d4 stuff. You will go some nice c3. I can try some rook d8 or long castle with ideas to get my queen on d3. Does it make much sense? Let's say rook b1. I go some queen d3. He goes somewhere with the like somewhere queen e1. But I like this idea for some reason. Even this, and then bishop b2. But I can take bishop a3. Okay, let's go this. No, let's go this. Yes, I'm trying to make bishop b2. Okay, I will take. Bishop a3, I will take. Knight b5, I have queen e4, I have queen a1. Yes, you can of course start with, yes, this move, but I was thinking maybe queen d3 I can already go, no? I have also this knight e4 ideas. Queen e4, queen c3. Knight e4, knight e4, queen a1 is also there. But he can go knight c3 always. Okay, queen d3, queen, will he play queen e1, rook d4, bishop b2. Let's say this. Okay, takes, queens are traded. Yes, if I go bishop e7, king e2, I bring my rook, then knight d5. I have knight e takes d, he will take on. I can take d takes c, but we have some very much complicated situation. Bishop e7 does look interesting. Maybe bishop d6 also can be possible. Okay, knight h5 if I go, knight g4 if I play. Maybe some. Let's say some rook d8. Yes, I want to bring my knight to c6 maybe. Knight b5, a6, knight a4 he can always play. Yes, I'm slightly scared of a3 before, but always I have some active ideas. Yes, d3, bishop e3, I will get my knight on c6. And what are we having? Knight c6, but from c6 my knight doesn't allow any active ideas. I have to start pushing my h. Yes, knight c6, let's say. Yes, what does he prepare? Let's say we go some b6. Or, but you don't want any. Okay, bishop e7 or from the other side. Okay, bishop e7 I like. But does it threaten b4? Before it takes b, c takes b, bishop b4. No, I don't think. Yes, you can go knight a2 and he plays knight a2. Okay, f5 I can try. He will go some f3. And maybe a5 we can also try. Let's go f5 first. Okay, g5, b4, f4, g4, or a5, knight c3, but okay, a5. Let's try f4. Maybe b6. b6, b4. A takes b, a takes b, knight b4, knight a4. Yes, we can go b6. Okay, knight b5. What does what does he want? I can even go king b7. I can start with g5 because before I will take twice. But king b7 I like more. King b7 I like more. Okay, but he doesn't really threaten anything. Let's go g5. Yes, but before again you aren't threatening. Let's go g4. Yes, this. I was thinking to go some rook g8. Mm-hmm. Is blundering or not really? I guess I can take it now. Bishop h4 I have. I will play king b2. I can take a knight d4, but I can check and then check. Okay, check. No, this is yes. I can take on b5, b3. Of course, g takes, g takes. Ideas are also there. I can take. Maybe he wants to play. Yes. Let's take it. Why not? Takes g. Okay, rook g4 I can easily take. Okay, let's not. Maybe rook g3 or rook e2. But then he does have this unpleasant trick on. So why d3 doesn't finish? Yes, d3 is there, no? Wow, wow, wow. This is unbelievable. I was having such a winning position and then somehow I won. Okay. I'm playing against Alex Sahakian. Okay. Okay, why not knight b2? And bishop c5, knight b2. Looks good. Looks interesting. Yes, f4 doesn't work. Bishop a3, I will take queen e3. Knight d2. Yes, I will take queen d2. Or even maybe bishop takes d2 is possible. I don't threat much. Yes, we have to take, I guess. f4. Yes, queen d3 does look very tempting, but knight c5 he wants to play. Maybe queen e2 we can go. Because queen e4 doesn't work. Queen d3, knight c5 we will play, which is quite unpleasant. Yes, let's go queen e2. Yes, knight c5. I was thinking maybe knight d4 I can go. Knight d4, c takes d. Yes, why not knight d4? Yes, knight d4. He will take. He will take knight d4, c takes d. He will take knight b3, and knight b3 here maybe doesn't work. Maybe possible, but maybe knight b3, f3, some queen e3. No, but that I don't like. A takes b probably I should take. And then try to get my knight on f3 maybe. Okay, f3. I was thinking about this. I was thinking knight f3, bishop g4. King goes, or queen e3 takes, queen h4, king h1. Yes, we have to take with the knight, bishop g4 he will play. And then how do we play? King h1 is needed very much, but maybe queen e3, bishop f3 first to force this capture, takes, and then he will go some queen h4, I will go king h1, queen h3 he can try, but f4 I'm having. F4 I'm having, he will go some queen f5. Yes, maybe king h1, but rook f4. If he does play rook f4, what should I do? No, queen e3 I like. I will take with the g pawn. Yeah, the rook f5, but if I try, yes, he does have ideas. King h1, queen h4, he wants to play queen f8. Queen f8 is really unpleasant. Maybe I can try rook c1, and if he goes rook h5, okay, I have queen f4. If he goes queen h4, I have f4 maybe. Maybe this. Queen h4, I want to take on c7. I will play rook g5, king h1, rook g5, and then rook h5 is very strong. Yes, queen h4, I have to go f4. Rook f4, and then I have to take on c7. And there he can take on d4, rook g4, yes, queen h4 he does play. And now rook c7, there is rook g5 and rook h5. I have to go f4. I have to go rook h5 or queen. Yes, f4 I have to go. Rook f4, and my idea was to take on c7 because queen g4 doesn't work. Rook g4, king h1 I have. Yes, let's say f4. And why I'm not taking on c7? Because queen g4. Yeah, but queen g4, king h1. Rook g4, king h1 anyway. Yes, let's take. Yes, he's bringing more pieces and more forces into the game. Okay, what if I go f3? Can I try f3 or not? Because rook f3, rook f3. If queen g5, we have king h1. If queen g5, rook f3, then I have rook f3 at least. If queen g5, if need be, we can also bring the rook. If rook d4, but I have some ideas, maybe after rook d4. Yes, I want... Okay, f3 is needed, I guess. Queen h3 if he tries. Yes, he might go queen h3. But queen h3, I don't have rook c8, huh? My position doesn't look great at all. If I go king h1, but he does have some moves. Like rook f3. If I push e6, yes, e6, rook e4 is coming. Yes, but e6, yes, I wanted first to go e6 and then I stopped because e6, rook f3, I have queen e5 ideas at least. e6, rook g4, there is king h1, queen g4, king h1. I don't get checkmated. Rook e4, but rook e4, I have e7. And now rook e8, he can go, of course. I will play some queen g3. Yes, e6 is needed, I guess. Yes, I was thinking about e7 to play. Yes, let's say e7. Rook e8. And if I go queen f3, what is happening now? Queen f3 if I go. Yes, it does not. Rook g4 he has, but it's nothing. Rook f4, there is rook d4 he can take. If this, I have queen d5. At least some queen d5. If this, then check, and then queen takes d5 in the end. Even I take. Queen g5, and he wants to defend. Yes, we have to go king h1, I guess. Yes, but doesn't matter how do you take. In the end, I have rook g1. Still, still nothing. Still not much. Maybe he wants to take rook d4, but yes, he can. He can, of course, he can take. But I have some ideas. I can maybe try rook g1. And my position also looks quite active. Yes, he takes, and then if I try to attack, what will he play? Maybe some queen c3. I have crazy move, but what's the point? Queen c3. What will he play? Rook e4 is the most logical, but rook g1, queen e5, rook g5, rook g1 again, queen e5. It's coming. Maybe rook e1 we can try. Wait, the idea is to go rook c8. Why not rook e1? Rook f4, rook c8. No, rook f4, rook c8 doesn't work. Like this. Yes, queen f4 is very classic. Queen h5 g6. Why I'm not trying queen h5? Queen f4, rook f4, but I don't have much there. Queen g3, queen h3, queen c3 I have, but he will play rook e4, rook g1, and some g move maybe. Queen h5, g6. Where to go there? Queen e5 or queen? Okay, maybe queen g3 we can try. Game ended in a draw. I was in some trouble. Yes, and then next round. So we start our games. Okay, let's go c5. Viktor Sklarov. I think last week I played against him, and it was maybe the same opening, or and here engine was showing some. I played queen a5, but I think it was showing some h6 stuff. Bishop g4 and bishop h4, and why not queen a5 here? Again, queen d2 ideas maybe are there. But why we aren't playing queen c7? It looks okay. Yes, my opponent is also streaming queen c7. I played queen d2. And what's the idea? What's the idea? Bishop f6, g4 is preparing. Let's go rook fd8. Ah, yes, I completely forgot about this. I completely forgot, but wait. So he wants to say that knight e4 doesn't work because knight e4 there is bishop h4, but knight e4 rook e4, bishop takes c4. I will go bishop c7. I will take bishop c2, and then I will go queen e7. What a complicated position. Yes, I forgot about this, but I'm not sure. Knight e4. I will take rook e4. I will take bishop e4. I will take bishop e7. I will take bishop c2. You can take with the knight, with the queen, and then queen e7. Yes, what are we having? It's hard to say who is better and why. Let's go. Maybe I'm in some trouble. Yes, let's bring our forces. Yes, I'm not sure what is happening and who is better. I think generally I would like to go d5. No, g4 you can push. But g4 I have some ideas. I have queen f6 for example. You can also go d5. Yes, queen e4. Queen e4 is playing. Yes, d5 I can go. Queen e5 maybe. 5 queen e5, queen f6 maybe. But I don't want to ruin my pawn structure. 5 queen e5. Queen c7 I don't have really. But why d5 and then some queen b4 ideas aren't there? Okay, d5. And why I'm not playing queen b4? Yes, I have queen f6. It's also very much possible, we can try. Yes, we can try this, I guess. And if he pushes f5, e5, he goes somewhere with the knight. But my pawns aren't flexible enough. Knight f3 he will go. I will play d4, knight d4. Yes, I don't like. He will take and he will push f5. Queen b4, king a1. Maybe queen d6 with the same ideas. But he can go knight b5. Takes. Yes, that's a better structure. That's better structure. If it takes and he goes knight b5, yes, I'm having problems there. Queen b4, king a1. Rook takes on c3. Yes, he did see everything, and I'm in some kind of trouble. Okay, queen d6, we have to go. No one is really asking. Okay, knight b5, and what is this? Knight b5. If I take, I don't mind generally. I take and I go a6, he will go knight d6, I will go rook c7. And why that position is bad? So he will go some g4. Because rook b3, okay, he can go rook b3, but I will play some rook d7. We have to take, right? Queen c5 is not something. Queen c5, rook c3, queen b4, rook g3. Yes, rook g3 is super annoying. We have to take. And yes, let's try a6. Let's try this. What am I missing? I'm probably missing something, but what exactly? Yes, maybe I have rook c4 tactical ideas at some point. Yes, h4. I would like to go rook c4, knight c4 d takes c, and knight b7 doesn't work, nothing is really working, and it will be some shock for him. Maybe rook d3, he will go rook d3. Yes, he can go rook d3. I have to go some rook move again. Rook where? Maybe some rook b4, a3, rook a4. No, but that's too much, mate. And then back to c5. Why I'm not playing rook e7? With the idea is to go f6. I could also bring the king. Bringing the king would have been much stronger. I go f6, but that doesn't really work. If I try with the other rook, but king e7 never comes. Maybe from the other side I can try activating. Game ended in a draw. What was my inaccuracies? I played this. Okay, this. Ah, this tactical idea does not really work. Some problems are there. How about, oh, this one? Yes, takes f4, queen e2, bishop c2, bishop c2. I played this, and now takes, and f3 found. Takes bishop g4, king h1 would have been better, because now this, king h1 isn't working. Takes king f7, king e6, and h5. Opponent game is winning for him. Yes, here king e4 I allowed. Just king g2. Okay. Well, we are having two Armenians playing each other, rook c7, who is better and why. Oh, white is probably winning because there is queen h8. Yes, there is unpleasant queen h8. If you activate, then check. Rook g7, queen. Okay, and what are we having here? Yes, white knight e3 takes. No, black most likely will win because white doesn't have time. Otherwise, yes, generally I don't think black is having problems. And then Pruman is, whoa, what a beautiful, what was the end? Ooh, yes, unpleasant. What is happening here? Why didn't he play check? He took here, and game goes on. What is this? Yes, checkmate is coming. Checkmate is coming. Yes, checkmate is coming. No, 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 no. My brother doesn't play chess that much. I think now we are going to have our break. Yes, short break, and we will continue. So we did one, and others drew. So Vahidov, Madaminov are leading. This doesn't look bad for black. Are we having? Yes, very complicated situation. Okay. Okay, I'm playing against Gleb Dudin. My opponent is having 2.5 points. Let's go. Mhm. I'm not much familiar with this move. So what's the idea? Let's go ahead 6. So takes D. C5 he can try and then B4, but bishop B7, knight D4. Yes, B4. He does push B4. And what can I do? A5, B5. A5, B5 is coming. B6, maybe we can try. What about knight E4 if I go? Yes, knight E4 I like. B6, maybe B5, yes, but what about A6? A6 and then B6. I can also try some B5 stuff. Let's say knight C3, A5. b5, knight e5 doesn't look very dangerous. a4, I have rook b8 ideas, maybe. Or not really, I'm not sure. Okay, knight e4, bishop b2, f5, b5, knight a5. Okay, knight e4. Bishop b2, knight, yes, queen c2. He does play queen c2. And why does he play queen c2? Let's go f5, b5, knight a5, knight e5, bishop d7. We can also try. Let's say bishop d7 first. And I want to go f5. Mhm. Yes, we have bishop f6 ideas, of course. b5, knight a5. Okay, let's go bishop f6. I think we need this move. Right there. And why I'm not pushing e5? I can also try bishop e8, b5, knight a5. Why I'm not trying bishop e8? But bishop e8 is nothing. Knight f4 will come. And then maybe e5, b5. e5, b5 is coming. I forgot about that. Should we try g5 also? And maybe a6 first? a6, bishop b2, we will already play. e5, knight a5. What is that? Okay, let's go g5. I'm not a big fan of this, but okay. But I was anyway ready to push g4, right? Okay, it does not care about knight d4, it takes the bishop d4, we will play king h1, and nothing is working. Yes, he's satisfied with that position, but who is correct? G takes f, he will take knight f3. G takes f, he will take knight f3. And yes, some G takes f, I guess we have to take. Maybe now some a6 we can try, but doesn't, it does seem very slow. Let's go. I would like to play knight e7 and knight g6, but or maybe queen f7 or king goes somewhere to h7. That's also can be, but let's play a6. Okay, this is not that dangerous, or it is dangerous. Queen g7 we can try, why not? Let's go queen g7. a4 maybe he wants to play. Yes, a4 is going. Let's try knight e7 maybe, or bishop e8, b5, and then knight e5, bishop e8. Okay, bishop e5 I have, but maybe we don't want to take it. Maybe some bishop g6, c6, b6, and d7, bishop e5, c takes bishop d4, bishop g6, if I play c6, bishop e5, takes c b6, rook f4. I'm scared of that. c6 I would like to play, I guess, at some point, but my bishop will be completely out of the game. Rook takes h4, g takes h, queen f4. But why not rook h, g takes queen f4? Because if he plays rook g3, I can take always, and then queen h4. If he goes king h1, I have knight f2, takes. He will be taking rook g8, queen g8. Let's go. Rook g3, knight takes g3, rook g3, and then I have to take queen d4. I can first go queen h4 and then take on d4. He will take queen g3, king f8. Well, yes, very difficult one. Okay, I'm playing against Martin Kravtsev. Let's go. Yes, 94 was also working. Bishop e6, I'm not much familiar. Okay, bishop a6 most likely wants to go rook a8. And if I move my bishop somewhere, but where exactly? Bishop b7, he will take rook e5. Bishop somewhere else. I can take bishop e6, f takes it, try d4. Yes, that's possible. I can take bishop a6 and then rook a8, move my bishop back. He will take most likely with the rook takes. And there I have c takes b. Let's take, and then let's go bishop somewhere to f1. I can go b takes c, of course. If I go bishop b5, but yes, by bishop b5 I'm winning the pawn, but who cares about that pawn, or pawn really matters? Maybe you know my pawn matters. Yeah, let's take it. On bishop b5, knight a5, you can of course go c takes b, knight b3. Yes, bishop b5 or bishop f1. I have also this strange move of queen e2, which is really strange. Like knight e4, can you take knight e4? But knight e4, bishop b7? Why I'm not playing queen e2? Why not queen e2? Because b takes c, okay, b takes c. Uh, Queen b8. Yes, it's hard to say what am I achieving. Probably nothing. Okay, bishop b5 we will take rook a5 and knight a5 he can also take. Knight a5 we have to go some c takes b. I will go bishop b3 doesn't really work. He can go knight b3. I can take. I have to take, I guess. Yes, I have to take. Takes knight c3. Yes, but some rook b8 looks great for him. Maybe bishop f1. I can also bring my bishop back. Rook a5 or b takes c, knight c3. Rook a5, rook takes d4. Or takes b takes c, or rook a5 takes d4. Or bishop e2. No, I don't have anything. I don't have anything. I probably mixed up something. If I play queen e2, maybe I'm risking too much or what? Knight e4 ideas are always there, and he can try queen b8. Queen b8, where am I planning to go? Bishop b5, knight a5. I know some d4. Oh, but why do I need my rook there? Okay, maybe bishop f1. Okay, let's try bishop f1. Maybe b takes c a6 I can try, you know. Strange move, but why not? C takes d, let's say. I can take with the bishop. Maybe c2, queen takes c2. Knight b4, queen goes somewhere, and then c5. Yes, and knight c3, queen b6. They could go queen a4, c5, knight c3. But anyway, he can easily win my pawn. He takes in knight c3. Okay, a6, will he go c2, queen c2, knight b4? Or most likely yes. Most likely yes, and there I'm not sure. There I'm not sure. Queen f4, c5 is coming. Any other move? I would go a6, but c2 takes knight b4, and then c5, knight c3, queen b6, some knight g5, bishop d7. But yes, if he takes, then I have problems. I have problems. If I take knight c3, what is happening there? Knight a5, but I have d4. Knight b3 doesn't work. Bishop b3. Yes, bishop b3, he can go, of course, bishop b3, and I have to play some. Yes, queen d2 is also working, right? Knight c4, bishop c4. Yes, let's take knight c3. Knight a5 d4, if you go he takes d, then knight d4, maybe I'm slightly better. Knight b3 I can take and then d5. Okay, bishop b3 I will go queen d2. Knight c4, bishop c4. Yes, in a different ways, black is having equality, but okay, white d4 isn't working. Bishop b3, queen d2, no? Or queen e2 even. Worst scenario. Yes, I can go queen d2 to see what does he want. Because if bishop c4, then I have rook a5. If bishop e6, we can first repeat, and then get our queen somewhere else. Okay, queen d2, let's say. But queen d2, if he goes somewhere like queen b8, but d takes c? Yes, d takes c. Let's go queen d2. Okay, knight d7. Knight d7 he does play. What can and what should we do? Okay, d takes c, knight e5 is one option. And then knight d5 I have, but knight d5, bishop d5. And what about knight d5? Okay, knight d5, knight c4 doesn't work. Knight d5, bishop d5, rook a5. He can go somewhere, bishop e6, for example, or bishop c6, but I have always d takes c, no? I have also some knight b5 stuff, but if I take d takes c, and I go knight d5 there, for example, d takes c, knight d5, knight d5, d takes c, okay, knight d5, bishop d5, knight rook a5. Queen a8, but not. Okay, let's go 95. Let's see, what am I missing? Yes, it takes. I will take on a5. Yes, it's super active, and I don't think even with the extra pawn. He can go bishop e6 easily, he can also go somewhere else. But at least, maybe extra pawn, maybe some small hopes. Also, I'm not sure how do I win any pawn after bishop c6. Yes, I just take on e5, right? I just take and then take on knight e5. That's somehow unbelievable. Okay, there he goes there, and what can we do? Yes, what can we do? We have some rook a8 and then h3, but why aren't we taking d takes c 95? 95, rook takes c5, yes, that's already too much, huh? That's already too much, according to my opponent. According to him, let's go maybe b4. Bishop d4 is annoying, right? Bishop d4 is annoying threat. Okay, what if I try h3? Rook a5, queen a5. I threaten d5. He takes d, knight takes d4. Maybe h3. Yes, this is something I expected or not. It takes the bishop b4. Okay, I have to vary bishop a3. No, I should start playing faster. I should start playing faster because later on I might have some problems if I don't play faster. Ay, 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 ay. Look at this. Look at this. Rook a7. Of course, go rook a7. Ay, ay, ay. Bishop d7, bishop c6. Super simple. Yes, yes. What a painful. What a painful loss. What a painful. Yes, very painful. Okay, I'm playing against Svetoslav Bazaku. So, yes, a strong international master from Ukraine. Let's go. Super painful, yeah, super painful. Mm. Yes, Von Castle is a crazy idea. Yes, I'm not sure my opponent knows or he's bluffing. So if I play some rook e8, he will take. No, but bishop f3, no? Bishop f3 is working, no? G takes f, queen g3, queen f3. What if I go rook e8? Will I go long castle? Short castle? Yes, I think he knows. I think he knows something. And okay, knight b4 ideas are there. Rook e8, if I play, he will go short castle. What is happening there? What is really happening there? Super difficult to say. It's difficult to say what is happening. Hmm. I can of course take on d5. I'm not even sure what is happening. What's the problem if I take queen d5? Bishop f3, g takes f, we can, but what are we going to play after? Okay, let's see. Queen d5, after g, there are some ideas. Okay, 95 maybe. F takes g, knight takes g4. Okay, what should I do? He could go. He could play short castle immediately. Okay, if I take queen d5, will he take f takes g? F takes g, queen g2. Yes, but that looks very dangerous. Knight bc3 he wants to play. Or maybe after some knight bc3, queen c5 we can go. No, but that's... Mhm. Otherwise, what to do? 97, 95, bishop f3, g takes f, queen d5. If I bring the other rook, anyway, short castle. This rook, anyway, short castle. Yes, 95 is super tempting there. At 95 he will go... I'm not sure even what do I threaten. Okay, queen d5, let's take. And if knight c3, some queen. Where do I want to go after knight c3 if he plays? Oh, wait. I'm burning all my time. Bishop f3, g takes f, 97. Queen d5, knight c3 will play. Queen e5. Okay, let's take. Queen e5. As I have some f takes g, h takes g is my point. He can go short castle, he can take f takes g, maybe knight e4. I don't like king f2 because always queen c5 can be annoying. Short castle he can go, but short, yes, knight e4. Knight e4, but what if I push f5? Can I start pushing, or that's not how you play chess? But why? I can of course go bishop f5, and I don't think I have any real problems because knight g3, bishop c2, knight f2, bishop c2, and short castle I can take. What does he want? d3 maybe he wants to play, or knight g3, but knight g3, bishop e4, knight c3. But again, knight c3 doesn't look. But bishop f5, d3, I can go some bishop takes c4, f takes c, f5, e takes f, and some knight d4, king f2, king d2, and then I can take knight f5. Let's go this bishop f5 maybe. Yes, but what if I take and then I go? What if I take, then I go f5? Then I go f5. Okay, this I see the point. I see the point. We should be taking, right? And d4, some queen f6. Queen d2. Knight e5 is ideas. Queen e7, but he can go queen c2. How am I going to stop? Queen c2 or queen f6. I have also queen b5, another annoying move. Play d4. F takes c, d4. Maybe queen a5 we can also go. Queen f6 does look interesting. Queen d2. Maybe some e3. Takes rook e8. Queen f3. There's some queen e7, and if queen c2 he plays some bringing the rook slowly. Or queen e6. Okay, let's play this. Okay, let's go rook f8. Queen g5, there is knight d4, beautiful idea. Knight f5, knight d5 maybe also, knight f5, and knight d5. b3 and rook f2. I have rook f2. Queen b6. Should be game over. This should be game over because it doesn't have time and doesn't have position. Yes, knight f4 I guess should be finishing. Queen d3 is also coming. Let's play this. Takes. Okay. Check is coming. Check is coming. Rook d6 is coming. Rook d5 is coming. And yes, he resigned. I would like to d4 is the move, but bishop. Yes, I played d4 actually. And then takes, he takes d, bishop g4, I have 3 long castle, d5. I have to take, and queen d5 or knight d5. I played this and I played this, but this does not work because you can take, and then d3, I saw it, but I thought my knight d4 ideas are really dangerous. Rook b1. This is insane. Okay, knight d4, bishop f5 is, yes, takes. This is very simple. Not the strongest, but simple enough. e3, yes, stopping. Knight f4 is coming. We both 97, 95. Yes, this is. Okay, let's see the standings. I think now we are having some break, and then after a break we will continue. Yes, break has just started. Yes, what's the time? It is 8 p.m. evening. Yes, we have less than 1.5 minutes. Okay, I'm playing Jan Schubel. Bishop c5. What are we having here? What are we having in this position? c3. We are having, yes, c3 is one of the moves. Short castle d4, bishop a5, a7. Okay, let's go c3, b5. He does play b5. Now bishop c2, he will go d5. But let's go bishop b3. Yes, let's go some. So what to do? a4, and then d4, and then a5. Or to play some d4. Or play even d3. Okay, d4, let's go. We have to bishop e3, I guess. Okay, bishop g4. Yes, knight bd2, right? Yes, but why bishop f7 ideas aren't there? Let's say if I take bishop d4, or I go bishop f7 first, I can also start bishop f7, right? King f7, there is bishop d4, queen b3. Yes, let's go bishop f7, because takes bishop d4, c5, we can play maybe bishop e3, or takes bishop d4 first, bishop d4, and then bishop f7. Okay, takes bishop d4, he will play c5. c5, bishop c3 looks very sharp. And then takes queen b3, now bishop f7, let's go. Yes, bishop d4 should be my idea. Will he go c5? Maybe c5, yes, he can try. Maybe even after c5 we have check on b3. Okay, king g6. So knight h4 ideas are nothing, and I have to take. Yes, let's take. But this looks quite promising for me, no? Let's say I have some moves, I have some ideas. I can go f4, then f5, knight e6. f4, knight d4, he will take, maybe. But if he takes knight d4, f5, king f6, there is knight e6. King h6, there is also knight e6. Why I'm not playing f4, knight d4, f5, king g5, there is check. King h6, yes, I can also check. King f6, there is knight e6. King, where bishop f5, knight f5, bishop f5, rook f5 is also there. Now let's go f4, queen e7, f5 is coming, and then some checks. Why am I not? Okay, let's go f4. Mm-hmm. Yes, I was maybe too optimistic about my chances and overall about my position. G1, queen g3, h3. But okay, if I go h3, where does he want to go? h3, he will play some bishop d7, but e5. Takes f takes, rook e5. But some knight f3. With queen g5, there is rook g. Yes, let's go h3. Why e5 isn't working? e5 does not work. Let's go e5. Yes, I can also check on g3, and I can also take. Why taking doesn't bring much? So takes, and then knight f3. I will play some rook move. Takes queen g3, and then queen d3, then king f7, and then knight e4, and then rook goes somewhere to g6, or rook e5 he goes. Okay, rook e5, knight f6, and if he goes rook g6, maybe queen b3 and knight c5. Okay, let's take. Let's go check, bishop f5, rook f5, right? Okay, let's go check. Let's go check. King h5 should be very dangerous, and let's go knight e4. Rook d5, rook e5, knight f6, rook g6. I want to go queen b3, and then king f8, some knight c5. Queen e7, knight e6, knight e6. That should be very promising for me, but even nowadays players are defending so well. But queen b3 and knight c5. Let's go this. Let's go knight c5. Bishop h3, knight e6, rook g2, king g2. Yes, but why not knight e6? I could also go knight d7. Why am I rushing? I'm not sure, but yes, he played maybe stronger continuation. So knight f4, he will go king h7. I go knight takes g6. I will take it. Queen c2, queen c7 is there. I can go knight c7 and then take knight a8. Why I'm not playing that? Because my pieces are very awkwardly placed. Knight f5 doesn't finish the game. Nothing else is working for me, unfortunately. If I go rook e1, that's nothing. Why I'm not playing this? Rook e1, queen d6, but I have knight g5, but queen d5 is there. Okay, I have to go this. And queen c2, queen d3 does not win. I have to maybe go... But what if I go rook e1? Rook e1, he will play probably some queen c5, queen d3 is there. And queen g5. That's very bad, but still I will be playing queen g3 or queen d3, and then rook e1. Yes, let's take queen c2. I have queen c2 and rook f6. Why not? If you take g takes f, queen h7, and then queen h8. Okay, let's say this. Rook f6, king f6, rook. Yes, rook f6, g takes f, queen h7, and then queen h8, and then takes. That's should be very good for me, or I guess. Maybe first rook e1. But do you really want? Okay, rook f6, king f6. Okay, let's go. Let's go check. Let's go check. Let's take. Let's go king h1. What to do now? Rook e1. Maybe I can try. Yeah, rook e1 does look good. Oh, he does see everything. Queen d5. We have to go, I guess. And let's play this. Check and then some. Maybe just rook e3 now. Maybe just rook e3. Why not rook e3? Bishop e8, queen c5, queen f2. There is queen c5. Queen f4 if he goes. I can try queen c5 maybe. Why not rook e2? Rook e2 is also looking great. Bishop h3, g takes. Let's go this. Queen b8, rook e7, queen g8, king h7, queen. And he does not give up. He does not give up. This is so annoying. Okay, check. The queen is 7. Check, check, queen g8. Queen d3, maybe queen d3 f5, rook e6 is there. Queen f1, queen f4, g3. Then queen d8, I have ideas, but I'm not sure. Queen d6, there is queen d8. Queen f3, maybe. Yes, but if I go check, But if I go check and yeah, it should be enough, no? I very much hope it should be enough, yes. And what do I play now? Maybe check first, then check first. Yes, g4 is coming, no? And then, or queen g4. King f5, there is queen g4. Yes, queen g4. Yes. Yes, short castle and bishop g4 are the moves, but yes, both are working. Yes, d5 is the strongest. Like this, maybe. Rook e4, just rook e4, very simple move. I think couple of more seconds and then we will start. Are we having? Yeah, I'm playing Zurab Javahadze, International Master from Georgia, and now he's playing for US. Yes, we already had position after d4 knight c6 against Glebdudin, and he played a3, and I went h6. I'm not sure about h6 being the strongest. Yes, b3 among the best, and yes, d takes c, b takes is c5, I guess. Yes, I think this is one of the ways to play, and then e5. As knight before I don't like, knight b8 is possible. Knight e7 I don't like, knight a5, c5, maybe he goes bishop c5, not knight takes. Yes, but why are we having much problems? Let's go knight a5. Okay, I have to take, and knight takes c5, I guess. Okay, what to do? We have rook e8, looks very tempting. And I think we should go rook e8, no? Rook e8 does look super tempting. Yes, why not rook e8? I'm not sure at all. Let's go rook e8. Let's see how does he. Yes, and now I have bishop f5. I have some bishop d6 also, forcing him to go somewhere back, knight d3, and then knight c4 is coming maybe. But what if he goes f4, knight g4 ideas? Okay, let's go this. Maybe I could also go bishop f5. Okay, but why I'm not bringing the knight to c4? Yes, why not knight c4? Ah, he wants to play with this very tricky bishop f6, queen f6, queen a4. No, but I can easily move my bishop, right? Like, but I'm not sure how exactly. Bishop, let's say somewhere to g4. He will take. I will take bishop e2, and yes, it looks interesting. I can take also queen. Yes, bishop f5. I have takes bishop d3. He will be taking with the queen and queen a1, and he does not trap anything. Yes, I can also go bishop g4. That also looks very tempting to me. Okay, let's go knight c4. What else? Okay, bishop d4. So the idea is being to always. And what should I do now? Yes, I played knight c4. Maybe that was too early, you know. Knight e5, bishop f5 we have. Maybe I could go bishop. I could play bishop g4 maybe. Maybe I rushed, you know. But okay, let's continue. Let's not give up. Bishop f5 also looks super tempting. Knight c3, some knight e4. Let's go bishop f5 because bishop g4, knight c3 he will play and I don't. Well, let's go bishop f5. Knight c3, yes, he goes knight c3. I have queen d7, but probably knight e4 is the strongest right to go. Maybe knight e4 is the strongest to play. Knight e4, bishop e4. Bishop d7 ideas aren't working, seems like. Okay, let's go knight e4. Doesn't look... yes, he can take everything and try some nice c5 stuff. Bishop c5, bishop c5, but that should be fine for me because I have rook e5 ideas always. Yeah, rook c1. What is this? So I have anything or I don't have? Like knight d2 and then takes. Okay, nothing seems like. Let's play maybe knight b6. Takes knight c5 in the end. I will take rook c5. Knight d5, bishop g7. Yes, we have super complicated. But if I take and okay, I have to play some knight b6 at some point. Bishop c5, rook c5, but Knight d5, he will be taking on g7. And there, what can I do? How can I trade the queens? I'm not sure. Some c6, but I don't like it. Rook c5 in the end. We can continue. If he takes, he goes knight c5. I don't have anything better. That's the problem. Bishop c5, rook c5. And maybe we have to go. If I take knight d5, I will go bishop g7. I will go c6. He will go back with the bishop to a1. Queen goes some g5. But what if I very quickly play queen e7 and then attacking on e2? Yes, queen e7, e3, some rook d8. Queen e7 might be there. Yes, e3, rook d8 I want to play. Okay, rook e1, he does play. He doesn't play anything else. But what if I go queen c5? But it's nothing. It's not serious, or it's not. Maybe just knight d7, knight c3 or rook c3. Maybe knight d7 to stop everything, but or queen d7 just. He will take, I will take. In the end, knight c5 takes. We'll take with the rook, and we can bring our rook to d8 or. Okay, let's try queen here. Why I'm not playing rook d8? Takes, knight c5, takes rook c5. Yes, let's go rook d8. And knight b5. Let's go in knight b5. Thing is working. Okay, bishop h3. He can take knight c7. That's not work. That does not work. Okay, let's go bishop h3 maybe. Bishop e4 is nothing. Knight d6. Rook d6. Knight f4. Okay, bishop h3. Knight d6. I have to take c takes d, I guess, right? Or I have to go knight d6. I have both actually. I can also take. Yeah, c takes d. He will take some. Okay, let's take c takes d. Bishop g2 we have to take. And some queen a4. Queen a4, queen b7. Maybe some rook c8. Takes. How about my pawn? Queen f5, then takes. Maybe knight g5, but knight f4. Rook c7 he wants to play. Queen f5 I have. Let's go queen a4. Not big fan of this, but with some queen d4, but queen d4, if I takes, I go knight f6. How is he going? Rook c7, huh? If I go rook a8, they take. I guess yes, takes. And here g5 or not g5, maybe g5. Takes, knight c3, d3. We have to keep. Takes, knight c3, e3. Takes this. Okay, 5 if I go. f3. Okay, rook a5, let's go. Oh, yes, I'm playing Benjamin Villadura. Yes, with the white pieces. Yes, I was checking the standings. And what will he do? Yes, e6. What are we having here? Yes, I think g3. We can d4 takes. What does he want? Okay, let's go g3. Knight f6 here. The move should be 5, right? 5. Okay, knight g4. What is this? h3 if I go, d4 if I play. Okay, we can go h3 and we have to play h3, I guess. h3, knight h6. We can go d4, of course. We can go bishop g2. Bishop g2, some d6. Okay, let's go h3. d4 I'm having, but I'm not sure. I really want to play that. Let's go bishop, bishop maybe here. Knight c6, short castle, knight f5, c3. Maybe some ideas. Okay, knight c6 he of course does play. Short castle, maybe knight f5 he will go, but c3, d3, okay, short castle. Okay. c3 I'm thinking, but c3 will go some d6. I can of course go d4. C takes, c takes. C3, d6. If I go knight a3, yes, knight a3 ideas are also there. g5, or let's say knight c3 even I can go. Let's try knight a3. Yes, d6, he is going d6, and now we have to take, I guess. We have to try some knight c4. Maybe some b3 when we can go, or d3. Let's try b3. Bishop b2. Yes, he goes. Bishop a3, I will go queen e7 and d4, knight d4, knight d4, knight d4, queen d4, d4. What if I go bishop a3? How will he defend? Queen e7, d4. This? Bishop b6, you can go bishop b6, probably the strongest. Okay, b5. What is this? What if I move my knight? I have bishop c5. I have also moves with my knight, but like knight e3, I'm having. Yeah, let's go some knight e3. Let's see. What does he want? Okay, knight e3. I was thinking, and I don't think I have much. Yes, this we can take, and we can go bishop b2. Let's go bishop b2. Bishop a6, probably he wants to go. Let's play rook e1. I can also take and try. Let's go rook e1. Yes, but why not c4? He will be taking. Yes, he will take and he will try knight b4. If I take, yes, he doesn't. He doesn't take, but what if queen c2? Bishop b7. Okay, what does he want? f5 ideas can be there. Rook d1 I can try. H4 looks quite tempting. I can also try rook d1, but if rook d1, then we should be ready if opponent trades everything. Let's try some h4. bishop b8. Let's try some h5 and h6 maybe. Let's go h5. Okay, h6. Takes. Okay, g takes. Maybe that was too early, but he was weakening rook d1 anyway. My rooks aren't making h2 some brilliancy. My students would say brilliancy by at knight e5, bishop e5, f takes c. Okay, let's go rook d1. Takes. Yes, and here I don't want to trade them. I can, of course, but I don't. I don't want to trade. Let's say some rook e1. As I could also take, but let's not regret much. Rook d7. What if we try king h2, rook h1, but that's too much. Okay, what if I go knight h2? Or queen e4 doesn't work. e4 is not what I really look for. Maybe knight d2 I can. And the idea is to get the knight, but bishop e5. Yes, we'll play some bishop e5. King h2, knight h2, queen e4. Knight h2, bishop e5. Yes, that's not something that I really want. Okay, let's go rook d1 maybe again. Stakes. d8. If I go queen a1, let's try this. Tactical ideas aren't working, seems like. Yes, e5. He's going e5. But okay, I can try bringing my pieces back. Let's say queen d1. Why not? Let's try some knight h4, I guess. Try knight h4. Maybe bishop h3 I could also start. Okay, queen d5 is not working. Queen f7, queen takes c5 maybe. Yes, let's take it. In c6, queen d5, you will be taking on e3. Nothing is working. We have to take and we have to try some e4. What is happening? I'm not sure at all. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm even lost. Maybe I'm even lost. Maybe even I'm lost. What is this? What are we having? What are we going to have? What a game, what a game this was. What a game this was. And final standings are there. Tournament is over or yes, let's wait. Let's wait. My game was super crazy. My game was super crazy. I was probably uh, better, but yes, he blundered in the end. Of course, endgame after king e4 is winning for me, should be winning for me. Because I could also play some king d3, king c2, and bishop c1. Why I wasn't playing that? But even, if you take bishop g5, h takes g, that's not winning for you. Because you cannot break through. Yes, but I could go bishop e3. This is super annoying endgame for opponent. And if you take, I was scared of that king d4. And then, yes, king d4 is coming, but that can be lost. That can be lost. Yes, I played f4 bishop. I think he blundered bishop e3. He could just wait with bishop on g5. And the only idea I'm having is bishop a7 and then c5, bishop b6, but that's not enough, probably.